Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for September 10th to the 24th. For September 10th to the 14th, we have this ridge here along the west coast and eastern Pacific that will gradually weaken. And we also have a ridge here in the western Atlantic into the east. And we have a trough extending here from Hudson Bay into the center of the nation, probably southwestward. And we have this upper low here across the four corners. Now, this upper low is forecast to lift northeastward from the Rockies and produce areas of mild to heavy rain across portions of the plains to the Midwest. You see it right here. This is GFS. Here's the European. And then it moves northeastward. And a frontal boundary and a trough will persist along the Gulf Coast. And you can see down here. And this will produce enhanced rainfall across parts of Texas during the period. Then we have a dissipating warm front and an approaching tropical wave that could produce heavy rainfall along parts of the East Coast. And we'll take a look at that. Okay, here's what the National Hurricane Center has. Here, this is at 2 p.m. forecast to move in this direction. And let me go and take a look here. And then we start seeing that tropical wave here. And we'll be causing rain across this area here, across the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. This is GFS, the European. And the greatest threat would be across the Carolinas and the lower Mid-Atlantic. Then, in addition, we have a record cold forecast across parts of the central and southern Rockies, with lows anomalies will be 10 to 20 degrees below normal. And then the western states will see a gradual expansion of above normal temperatures initially over the northwest as the ridge moves into the region. Now we're going to take a look at the period for September 15th to the 19th. And you can see that a nearly zone of flow is forecast across the northern states. And we have a ridge across the southern states with above normal heights across much of the nation. Miles a good agreement with that. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for much of the nation. And I'm forecasting anomalies of 6 to 12 degrees above normal. The greatest anomalies would be in the west. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here from the Mississippi Valley to the Pacific Coast. And the probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. Above normal precipitation forecast here with the probability of occurrence is 35%. Now the period for September 20th to the 24th. Most of the models are indicating a little overall change. You can see mostly zone of flow. This is the European ensembles with above normal heights. But if you take a look at the GFS and its ensembles, there's a tendency for a weak trough across the Great Lakes in the Northeast. So I think this is how the forecast is going to shape up. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for the Ohio, Mississippi Valley, Ohio or Tennessee Valleys, Mississippi Valley westward to the Pacific Coast, and I'm forecasting numbers of 6 to 12 degrees above normal. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for much of the region here, Mississippi, Ohio Valley, Tennessee Valley to the Pacific Coast, and the probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion for September 10th to the 24th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.